Okay, thank you. Okay, we are online again, and yeah, thank you for participating in the in the community voting. I appreciate it that you vote for these pieces. So you want to see more creatures I'm creating. I will create this one today, and let's see how far we come. I'm planning to do a kind of block out, and as always, I start with a base mesh for the face or for the head. Let me see where it is. There. Um, the other one. Yeah, thank you for supporting me and supporting my channel, of course. And I started a TikTok channel. So if you want to follow me there, you are absolutely welcome. Actually, it's not meant like I will do on TikTok something else than on YouTube, but I just wanted to draw some attention from YouTube, from TikTok to YouTube actually. So, but you're still welcome. The link is in my channel description. So feel free to join me on TikTok as well. Like always, I'm creating just some kind of placeholders for eye sockets and this stuff, because I want to orient my dude here, my face, on this piece, on this artwork. And everybody, of course, who is new to the channel, welcome. Mostly I'm working on like basic stuff. Let's see. Some kind like this. Mostly I'm working on basic stuff, like I'm showing how I start a model, so you can follow. Doesn't matter what kind of program you use. So everybody can do it. And can follow the like tutorial. He has a beard. That's why we do not see what's happening with his jaw, but I think we don't need it exactly. We just need like just as an approximation of the jaw. And he has, of course, a lot of hair. I think I will create it like printing, like a printing model, so with solid hair. You are welcome to do it with haircuts if you want. Mhm. Welcome to the chat as well. So please share your thoughts and your uh, yeah, when you learned something, please share it with me. Or if you have some questions, of course, ask if you want. I'm placing some volumes, and yeah, to have a some kind of representation of this character in general. And then I go into details a little bit more. Alejandro Ursua. Ursua. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Greetings from China, from Chile. Sorry. Yeah, greetings from Germany. So I hope you enjoy this piece. Blocking stage is actually nothing special. I already did it 100 times here on channel, and I do it like always with my humanoid characters. I create things separately from each other that I can adjust things here and there without, yeah, without messing everything up. Yeah, you're welcome to come back whenever you want and see my videos as a VOD. So yeah, good luck at work, and I see you later. Like last time, I take this guy here. And take his teeth. Thanks. Gute Arbeit, ja. Thank you. Split the mouth. I think I will not need it. And split the upper teeth and lower teeth. With the last creation, with the last creature, I was spending another hour with it, and I'm pretty proud of the outcome. So I would love to finish these pieces, which I start here on channel. I mean on live stream. And maybe one day I find some time to finish them. Yes, I am. I live in Germany here. So backhand smack. Do you speak German? I do not speak German on stream or on my channels because not everyone can speak German, and I think, yeah, I respect it, or I want to respect it, that not everybody is speaking German. Right now, I'm placing just some volumes because he has a lot of hair. I want to um, place it very early in the process. Like I think I place it like in like, yeah, different single pieces. So it's easier to move it around and sculpt like this. So please place your hair, like base mesh hair, loosely like this, and then separate them. You have a mental breakdown in ZBrush. Why? I need this artwork at this side here. Of course, you can extract the hair from the face directly. So there is actually no wrong or right in this process here. Do it like you like it. And he has, of course, these very prominent cheekbones. Now I can start work a little bit more on details. Oh, ZBrush is overwhelming for you. Don't worry, you will learn it because actually it's pretty easy. I think, oops, I think I separate the horns for now. And you have a beginner question after sculpting for a while. You have holes in your piece, and you don't know how to close them, I think. You can close. Let me show you. When you have a hole there like this, then you can close holes. I don't know where to find this button, but I think under what is it? A while ago, I did this panel here. So I don't know exactly know where to find this button, but actually you have to find this or Google for it. Close holes. Then you can close this hole, and you can of course Dynamesh. Then Dynamesh will close the hole automatically. When your subdivision level is at 4, then you need to, like when it's 4, then you need to delete the Dynamesh level and then the subdivision level and then Dynamesh. Maybe you need to reproject your details on the new model. Okay, so when you lost, create a copy and reproject the the details. So I hope this, of course, I didn't see your scene and your model, and it's hard to tell from the distance what to do, but this is what I always do when I need some holes or whatever, or when I get some holes in my model. Sorry. Um, Ace wants to draw as yeah. Thank you. Welcome to the stream as well. Uh, I hope you're doing well, and I hope everything worked out for you. Sebastian was the name. I hope you everything worked out for you as you wanted, and I hope you find your, or maybe you found already your job. I think you were applying to a job. I need to change the color of my, I mean the material. And first of all, I stick as close as I can to the artwork. Actually, like always, the workflow itself doesn't change a lot. So when you found something that works for you, then I recommend to stick with it, what works, and learn like your own, not your own workflow, because there are companies who need a like a specific workflow, like in games industry, but when you have this luxury, like to do your own stuff, then yeah, stick with your own workflow. This thing has layers. Um, Lady Kimi is asking if I have a space mouse. No, I do not use a space mouse. I think I think I got this question on my live stream, on my latest live stream already. And no, I do not use a space mouse. A space mouse is actually not needed for ZBrush, so do not spend your money on equipment like this. Now, when I'm finished with my base mesh here, then I start to place volumes that I see on the artwork. And of course, like always, the beginning can be pretty ugly. The beginning, I mean the beginning of your model. So when you have the feeling like you are spending some time on your piece, on your artwork, on your model, and you do not come to a good result, then maybe you do not spend enough time with it. So actually, every character or every model you can create like to a masterpiece, bring it to a masterpiece. And I'm curious if you're coming from Blender, why you are not using Blender anymore for um, backhand smack. Why don't you use Blender anymore? I'm just curious to know because many people are telling like, oh, why you are using ZBrush and not Blender? By the way, uh, I was telling last time, I think maybe I will work on a game project, and I got the test. I have to do a test. So the team wants to see if I can create believable, realistic things. So I cannot tell you what it is actually, but yeah, I'm really curious uh, how it will yeah, work out for me because I didn't work on a big project, on a big budget triple A game project. So yeah, I'm curious how it will work out. And of course, I'm happy to join the team. Placing the volume of the horns. So here again, is it necessary to stick with the artwork so much? And yes, the test I have to do right now is if I'm able to create a piece, 3D piece from references. Of course, sometimes you get like you get a artwork and the studio is asking you to create this test, and what they want to see is if you can add something to these, like to this character on your own. But sometimes you just have to recreate this character, and you have to enjoy this process. Actually, I'm not a concept artist, that's why I enjoy this process a lot. Not creating my own characters, but realizing from artwork. Is that Mock? Actually, I have no idea who Mock is, and I don't know if this is Mock, but I found it on Patreon and I didn't find the original. Not Patreon, on Pinterest. I didn't find the original artist, so if you know the original artist who did this artwork, please tell me, and I will mention this artist in the video description. Place some volume here. For the hair. And of course, double check it with your artwork. I mean, with the 2D artwork. This is really important because, yeah, like I did the hairline a little bit too low, so to match the character as much as you can. Use the advantage to yeah, to overlay your 3D character over this piece, and yeah, use it. Don't forget to save your progress, because ZBrush can crash, of course. And actually, I got this test yesterday, I think, and I started the test already today, creating it, and yeah, it's actually not a lot to do there, and I'm curious how much time they give me actually for this, because I have a deadline, but this deadline is pretty long actually. So I think I will not need this much time. Oh no, I did something. This is what I meant. There is a bug in ZBrush that I know 100% that ZBrush will crash. Do you also offer tutorials on Gumroad? Not yet. Actually, I have no courses or tutorials on Gumroad, because I'm on Patreon. I'm creating a series of tutorials, but actually I have little time right now because I'm working on several projects, and I need some time to create these courses or tutorials. So I started them, but they are not finished yet. Oh, not they recovered this one. And maybe someday I will create like a tutorial series for game characters, for printing characters and this stuff. And maybe you will be able to buy them on Gumroad. But actually, when you want to learn from me, my process, my process, then please support me on Patreon, and then I know that you are interested in like buying tutorials or courses from me, because right now I'm not sure if there is someone who is interested in buying courses from me. So that's why I'm not creating courses for Gumroad or so. I mean to buy, for buying, I mean. Um, yeah, it's always hard, like, to know if people are interested in buying something, I mean courses or not. And then you are creating them and no one buys. So, yeah. Okay, do not do this mistake again. Placing teeth is actually, yeah, I don't like it because it takes a lot of time. And the upper lip is actually, he doesn't have a upper lip. His teeth are growing right out, like he has no upper lip, and the lower lip, yes, upper lip, no. So keep this in mind when you create characters that, yeah, things like this are very important for a character. Of course, actually, it's obvious, but maybe when you are a student or a beginner, maybe it's not obvious. Yeah, I hope this answers your question. Yeah, like I said, you can support me on Patreon, and then I know like people are willing to pay for tutorials or for this stuff because actually I cannot do it for free, of course. I mean, I do YouTube for free, but YouTube is actually like more like a hobby, I actually. So that's why I need to work in on projects. That's why I cannot spend too much time on creating tutorials. I mean real tutorials where I explain the software, where I explain why I do what, and maybe like explaining anatomy and this stuff. Yeah, thank you for following on other um, platforms like on ArtStation, of course. By the way, I'm new to, I already told it, but I'm new to TikTok, right? I mean, I joined, I think, yesterday or whatever, and I thought like maybe maybe some people are more familiar with TikTok or whatever, and can watch my short videos on TikTok. Whoops, wrong brush. Okay, now we are, of course, for lips like this, you need good references. Right now I'm creating them from memory. I always create the start of my characters always from memory because it's faster to do. I mean, I use this one as reference, as my main reference, but the rest, like anatomy, like noses, eyes, mouth, and this stuff, I create always from memory. And then on one point, when I reach a point where I can where I need some more references, I get as much references as I can, as many references as I can. And of course, I watch for other creators how they solve things because of course, we are learning from each other as artists. We learn from each other. Actually, for the base, I'm pretty happy with the face. So rest will be like detailing, working more on the hair. Create some strokes for the hair, so I have a feeling like having hair strands. The geometry is not perfect for this because I have a huge pinching here. So let me save again, and then I ZRemesh this piece. Okay, and now I have a uh, better geometry here, and I can pull out like this hairline here, and yeah, of course you have to watch for what kind of purpose your character is, your model. But for a game production, you can do it like this. So you can present it to your art director like this, and he can tell you if you're doing well, if you match the artwork good enough. Oh, I lost my camera view after the crash. I think it was like this. I think I did the horns a little bit wrong. So more curvature here. So watch for references how the eye socket is working and how the eyebrows are working on an actual human being, because um, yeah, it's not you cannot create it always from memory. And the horn, like when it's hitting the skin, is not. I mean, on some characters, this section should be like more dominant. Like there are like on Hellboy, when the horns are coming out of the skin, then the skin is creating like a huge wrap. But here it's not the case actually. So like this is enough, I think. And here as well, I'm placing some strokes to have some kind of feeling for the details before I detail. It's like a blocking stage for detailing. I mean, the when you do your character, you block first. You go through a blocking stage, and when you create some details, I recommend to go through some kind of blocking stage as well. So you're blocking your details, what kind of strokes you want, and this stuff. So horns are very like they have these lines on them. And Nika, thank you. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, let me know if you want to know something, because actually I'm talking to myself and I'm not used to talk to myself actually. I think the strokes on the horns should go like this. I have strokes like that are going from on the long side like this. And I have some strokes that are crossing over. So for like planning my details, it's enough. I'm creating like a plan for my details first. And I think he has some details here, like little horns that are coming out of the big horn. Some kind like this. It's not much. I think like 3 or 4 of these should be enough. How do I choose my characters to sculpt? Actually, I choose them on Pinterest. I'm just watching on Pinterest for artworks that are, yeah, some kind of interesting for me. I told it already last time that I choose my characters wisely. So I always watch for, can I do it? And is it something that is like adding something to my own learning? And of course, I'm watching for stuff that is interesting to watch. So these are my main criteria. Always watch for things that you can do, actually. So, I mean, can do, I mean, I don't mean that you always do the same thing, what you can do, but watch for characters. I mean, when you cannot do hair, then do not choose characters with a lot of hair. Or when you cannot do clothing, then not choosing do not choose characters with a lot of cloth. So yeah, choose characters with, like, when you want to practice hair, then create a character with a just one hair piece like this. Okay, so little pieces, little hair pieces. Do not choose like long flowing hair because it takes a lot of time. I mean, it takes long, and most people do not have the, yeah, time, or they lose. They are not willing to spend the time with creating all this hair. So always choose wisely your yeah, models. I noticed I have a problem with this piece here. Because there are two two geometries lying over each other, and I think I can do it like this and this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was teaching 2 2 weeks ago, and the students were presenting like their projects, and many of them did projects that are too big for a student. So choose wisely what you want to create and what you can create, actually, and yeah, like, build on top of your knowledge. Of course, get some references for hair when you create, when you want to create some. And I like flowing hair actually. So learn hair creation. I really recommend to spend a lot of time with hair creation, sculpting, and of course for games like hair cards. These are just placeholders for a final. I mean, when you want to create like a I don't know, League of Legends character, this is enough. I mean, from detail. I mean, not the detail is enough, but you know what I mean. I mean, you can create hair like this, but when you are working on a game like I don't know, Dark Souls also, then you have to create this hair from haircuts and this stuff. uh, Nika is telling that you are um, panicking at the blocking stage when you want to create something really big, like a creature or a dragon. And yeah, it's like I said, take your time and do not rush things. Shout out, please. You want a shout out, I mean, or do you want to create a shout out for me? Uh, Rohan Rohan Wakas. Yeah, shout out to you. Welcome to my stream. Trista Sun has a question. Yes, go ahead. Ask whatever you want, and I hope I can answer. How do I put the image behind my, or in the background? I already did a explanation how it works. You find it on my live streams. When you go to my live streams on YouTube and watch for, let me, the sci-fi soldier. It's somewhere in the middle. I think sci-fi soldier or the Viking X I did live on stream. You can watch these, and at the beginning I was explaining how I bring my um, reference to the background. Right now I'm creating mostly printing characters. So when you want more like game characters, to see game related stuff, please let me know. And I hope I can create something for you. But of course, for game characters, you need a lot of time. You're welcome. Yeah, game characters take a lot of time, and actually, the first process, like sculpting, is actually the same thing for game characters. Maybe here and there some things differently, um, like the mouth opening. Do you need the character like that it should speak or something like this? So should the mouth open or not? So these things you have to keep in mind when you create game characters, but actually in general the workflow is the same. And like you see, I do not use a lot of uh, polygons here. So this stuff you can create in Blender as well. For this stage, you do not need ZBrush. I mean, for like practicing stuff, like anatomy, even yeah, like some details. And yeah, you do not need ZBrush necessarily. So when you cannot afford it, then you can of course use Blender. I'm placing some strokes here to have a little like um, I'm breaking the surface a little bit here to have some happy accidents. I like this quote from Bob Ross, happy accidents, because actually it's true. Happy accidents, when they are happening, then you can use it for your advantage. Like placing some strokes here, like randomly, but with some purpose, and it creates some noise here and there. You can use for your creation. And soon I will have some classes again in school teaching. Um, I think the next thing I will be teaching is anatomy. Like we had some anatomy classes already. With this class, I will teach life, and they need more anatomy because they will. I think there are some artists in the class. Like it's not a pure art school, but I'm teaching art there. Art fundamentals. I mean, like anatomy. Yeah, and I'm already curious to teach again live teaching. This middle part I create without symmetry. And then on when I will or when I would finish this piece, then I would create some asymmetry on the right and left as well. But for now, for sculpting, it's enough. This is of course far from finished. It's just like a starting point for the hair. And I would love to have a ZBrush class in this school, but I think they have another ZBrush teacher already. This is what I love about ZBrush because you can create geometry very quickly. Oops. Create some variation here and there. Sometimes I hate this stuff. Like you will notice that you will get some problems with this background thing here. It doesn't work properly, and sometimes I have to use these buttons here because the background is not working properly when you place your um, reference plate there. That's why I'm not a huge fan of this method there, but ZBrush has a problem with reference placing, I mean placing references in the background anyway, so yeah, it's not perfect, not a perfect program. Okay, of course you need some shoulders here to see what's happening there, how the hair is lying on the shoulders. You need some volume there. I think I will not place shoulders right now, but let me see. I think I can spend some time with the ears. Okay, I think blocking stages is good like this. Looks good. Um, I will work on some details. Now, for this, I will copy this thing, create a new view. Then I dynamesh. Like this, and ZBrush. And project my details. And now I can work on my detailing. Clean it up here and there. Or some kind of detailing. I will not spend too much time on like placing alphas and this stuff. Because it's actually boring. Camisa Azul is again on the stream. So yeah, welcome. You are always on my stream. Of course, for a game character, you have to create the eyelids the way that it can be closed. So this is of course not the proper way for creating eyelids for a game character. So for a printing model, it's like enough of detail. putting some relaxing music under my live stream. Actually, it's not that easy because you have to license the music and the stuff for YouTube. So you are welcome to start your own music. I mean, at the site. Or if you want me, I mean, I'm not used to talk to myself. So I need some like themes to talk about. So when you want me to talk about something, then you are welcome to give me a theme to talk about. I'm sorry when it's sometimes like a bit boring to watch, but yeah, music is not easy. Yeah, like I said, YouTube can claim your videos, or other artists can claim your videos. But of course, you can start some chill out music at the site when you're watching. Thank you. Uh, the teeth need some depth. Lost some depth here. Place some strokes on the teeth to make them a little bit more yeah, not just for detailing, but make them a bit more interesting. Yeah, like I said, it's just a sketch, but it's enough. Like when you are a concept artist and you want to work as a concept artist and you want um, to use ZBrush as a concept art tool, then you can, of course, work like this pretty loosely, but actually 3D concepts are pretty cool because they can be used for game creation further. So don't think that you need to be a 2D artist when you want to create concepts. Of course, it depends, and 2D is always faster to do. But when you're more into sculpting and not painting, and you can create in about, I don't know, 1 hour or 2 hours, a piece like this, a concept like this, why not? Because actually it's not slower than 2D. Not much slower, I mean. Okay, for our uh like sketch, it's fine. And maybe I create some. I do some painting here. Why not? Let me see. I fill everything with white first. Oh, something went wrong here. I think after I did the Z-remesh, it didn't work properly, but can happen, of course. Let's add some color. He has, of course, interesting colors because actually I have no idea if he is red and green here down there, or is it shading or whatever, I don't know. I think I will create it like I see it here uh, on the concept. to have some kind of feeling of color here. Just playing around with color. Okay, I think for a quick sketches, it's fine. Of course, you have to spend a lot of time with coloring when you're really serious with texturing and coloring and this stuff. But like I said, as a concept, it's pretty fine. Like this. Give him some variety here and there. Of course, you can use um, I mean, should be looking like gold or whatever. Um, like I said, as a quick sketch, of course, you can use this material here. Quickly, like this. So it looks like gold. I mean, um, okay, enough. Plate. So, yeah, I had fun to create it. I didn't talk too much on this stream because actually I had not a lot of tell today. Please let me know if you want to know something in the comments section, and thank you for watching, and please support me with a thumbs up, yeah, subscription if you didn't subscribe already. And I will post for my next stream, I will post another artwork soon, I think tomorrow. And I hope to see you in my next stream. Bye bye.